So, I know I'm a little late in reporting on this. This news technically came out early last week, or sometime mid last week, but I didn't report on it partly because it's Christmas time, I had other plans that took me away from the computer, but also partly because I wanted to see if any other news outlets would report on it. But let's not get ahead of ourselves, let's get to the actual bit of news itself. Over on We Got This Covered, an article went up stating that Godzilla vs. Kong recently had apparently a disastrous test screening, which has prompted Warner Brothers to order and commission some massive reshoots for the film. The article doesn't say how much of the film is being reshot because they don't know, but apparently it's a significant amount. Quite possibly to the point where the whole movie could potentially be redone. We don't know though. They don't know, I don't know, the people who have picked up on this don't know. Nobody really seems to know. In fact, the details, yet again, are kind of vague on the whole matter. The curious thing to me is that this news just seems to have come out of nowhere. I think we all knew that there were going to be some reshoots happening, of course, because, well, they did delay the film until November. That's roughly 11 months from now, give or take a couple weeks. So they've got to be doing something with that time, and their statement up front was that they wanted to make Godzilla vs. Kong the best film it could possibly be, so reshoots probably were going to happen. And frankly, that doesn't mean anything special for this film. Movies undergo reshoots all the time, from the biggest budgeted comic book movie of the summer season to the smallest little independent drama. Reshoots always happen with movies. Basically, the only time that you're done with reshooting is when the movie is officially locked and you have to send it out. So, Godzilla vs. Kong getting reshoots, really not that big a deal. Not just on the face of it, of course. However, this article states that a good chunk of the film is getting reshot. Again, we don't know how much, but the article makes it seem like most of the film could potentially be refilmed. That's the way it's being presented anyway, and the way certain people have gone off on reporting it and reiterating this news. But part of the reason why I waited, like I said, was to see if this news was confirmed anywhere. And, well, when you look up Godzilla vs. Kong reshoots on a Google search, you don't get many results. The top result, of course, is this article, and then beneath that are several YouTubers who repeat what is in this article, and then you have a bunch of older articles that came out when the release date for the movie was moved to November, with the potential for reshoots already put in place. So at the moment, this is the only source stating anything about massive reshoots. And I don't really count other people just repeating this source as confirmation because they're just going off of what this says. It's not so much confirming as it is repeating. A lot of the Godzilla news websites, like specifically for Godzilla news that I go to, haven't been focused on this at all. Maybe it's because, like me, they had other obligations that prevented them from posting it because of the holidays, or maybe they're trying to get confirmation themselves, or maybe they just don't want to post this stuff because maybe some of them don't want to believe it. It's possible. I mean, they're only human, just like I am and anyone else is. But I do still find it weird that for such a massive bit of news regarding this movie, there's only one source for it. I don't want to say that I don't believe it, because, like I said, we knew that reshoots were probably going to happen, but at the same time, only one source saying that there's going to be this level of reshoots? I don't know. I'm hesitant to say that's a definite. I'm especially hesitant because it says this was done in the wake of a test screening that had really negative results. But the weird thing is, I haven't seen any bit of news about a test screening. When King of the Monsters had its test screenings, We knew it. They said afterward that there were test screenings. The first reactions, as vague as they were, because you can't give away too much if you attend one of these things, that went online confirmed that there was test screenings, and we knew it. That's the thing. There was no news at all about a test screening for this, which, if it really was disastrous, maybe that's intentional. Maybe Warner Brothers doesn't want this getting out. They would prefer to have a positive test screening be broadcast everywhere and keep a negative test screening under wraps a little. But you'd think someone would have said something by this point, and I don't think I've seen anyone say anything. So, yeah, this just feels odd to me. I'm not sure if I can really say this is definite news or just a rumor, 'cause I don't know. It doesn't feel right somehow. Even this article itself, it doesn't seem to be getting much attention outside of the people repeating it. There are no comments on it at all. So, yeah, it just feels odd to me. I'll continue to keep my eyes open and let you guys know if this article is either confirmed or denied. But I don't know, it just all feels kind of off to me in a way that's hard for me to articulate. But then again, maybe the difficulty in articulating it just comes from the fact that the holidays have just come and gone, we've still got the new year ahead of us, and I'm just getting back into the swing of making these videos after taking a bit of a break. So, who knows? Maybe this is true, maybe it's not. Warner Brothers has to be doing something with those 11 months until the release date. So, it could be, but I don't know. The fact that it's only this one source has me wondering. But I'll keep my eyes open. Maybe there will be more news coming out in January after everything is wound down, the holidays have passed, and more people are able to really look into detail and really make sure that this is what it appears to be or not. But either way, that's the big update at this point. It could be true and it could be false. We will see. Until such time as we meet again, this is the Omni Viewer signing off. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it as well as subscribe to the channel for more content of a similar nature. Also, check the description for links to our Twitter, DeviantArt, and Patreon pages, as well as the Amazon link for the novel Operation Red Dragon: The Daikaiju Wars Part 1, penned by yours truly. Thank you all, and we appreciate your support.